Welcome back. Let's also now get into a conversation with the management at BHEL. We've got lots to discuss with them as well, especially with things coming back on stream, the impact on financials as well going forward. So let me welcome in Dr. Nalin Shinghal this morning, the chairman and MD. Thanks so much for joining us, sir. If we could first get a sense from you. You've actually decided to give the Prime Minister's Make in India program a global push. You invited multinational companies as well to use your facilities to carry on manufacturing and also supply chain activities. Share with us, of course, the thought behind it, and also, is this going to be helpful in perhaps cutting the risk from the concentration of manufacturing in China?
Today, given this disruption which has happened globally in the supply chains and the manufacturing setups, a lot of companies are looking to diversify their manufacturing bases and the supply chains. And this is an ideal opportunity because India presents a very strong option in terms of the sort of, we have a very strong legal system, we have very young population, our economy is growing. And given all these things, it's an ideal destination for these companies. And to support that, to support it, make it a soft landing and to allow them to start off faster, we are offering to leverage our capabilities and facilities. Because BHEL is one of the oldest engineering organizations in this country. And we have 16 state-of-the-art manufacturing facilities, more than 14,000 acres of land, huge, in terms of the assets, built up factory spaces, manpower, qualified manpower, 9,000 engineers across the company, huge R&D base. We have one of the largest R&D expenditures in the country, in the engineering companies in the country. So given all that, it's a very good combination for supporting companies to come in and set up manufacturing bases in the country. So this is an option what we have gone for.
Sure. All right. Now, how have you been able to attract companies from around the world as well to be part of the global supply chain? Has that been a challenge? What's been the response as well to expression of interest from companies on their views of activity not being carried out at a single location and actually diversifying the supply chain and manufacturing?
Yes, so we've got a tremendous response. So a lot of things are in discussion and people are exploring various options, joint ventures, manufacturing, contract manufacturing. Various options are being talked about. And in terms of the range of the activities also, there's a huge range. So those discussions are on. I think the response has been really good.
Just wanted to understand, given that India is an attractive destination, do you think that more favorable policies are needed right now to get in more investments into the country?
I think over the last few years, huge effort has gone into these directions. And the results are evident in the way our rankings have improved and the ease of doing business rankings have been consistently going up. Of course, there's always scope to improve wherever we are, at whatever level we are. So I think we are already in a very good condition. We have a lot going for us and our policies have done a lot.
Okay. For your business, wanted to understand what really is the strategy going forward. Will the company then look to emerge as an engineering, R&D service provider, contract manufacturer, or a lesser offer, urban area, industrial land in the case of setting up manufacturing bases in the country?
So we are open to all options, and depending on the requirements, so it's not just one partnership we are looking at multiple partnerships, which can be with different, business models, depending on what the requirement of the prospective partners are. So we are totally open in that sense.
A lot of unutilized land back, smaller city, a lot of quarters, a lot of unutilized and surplus land. Are you looking at monetizing it?
You see, the total land bank we've already mentioned is more than 14,000 acres, which is including our industrial, the manufacturing units, the residential units. We have support services, hospitals, everything is there. And we are looking as to how the utilization can be improved.
What is the update on the new order pipeline, especially from the power generation space?
If you look at solely on the power sector, we are all aware that there's 30,000 megawatt per annum of manufacturing capacity in the country, and orders are hardly less than 20% of that capacity. So there, of course, as far as the power sector is concerned, the future is there is not much of a future in that. But then we need to look at BHEL as as an engineering company. We are one of the oldest and the biggest engineering companies in this country. So it's a change of mindset essentially. If you look at it from that perspective, then the future is wide open. So if you look at defense, you look at transportation, you look at any area, you look at aerospace, whatever you want to get into. But there are huge possibilities. So I think there's a lot that can be done.
All right. How badly has the capital goods sector been hit on the back of the lockdown as well? If you could help us understand that. And will we also see a major hit on execution now going forward?
You see, every sector has been hit quite badly in this lockdown and this disruption, and so has the capital goods sector. But capital goods being upstream sector, we in terms of it is in terms of there's a multiplier effect. So if the expectation is that the demand will not go up, then the capital investments will tend to start coming down. So we face that additional handicap, at this stage when the future is quite uncertain. Obviously, people investing in additional capacity will be much more careful. And additional capacity is our production. So therefore, to that extent, yes, we face that problem. We have a multiplier effect against us.
Right. Also wanted to understand, how is this going to in turn impact your financials owing to the fact that, you're sitting at low operating profit levels and high interest cost?
So for the industry at large, I think today cash is the major thing, we all face, because the payments will continue, the inflows are much more sluggish. So that situation, I think we are all focusing on how to manage our cash situations better. So as BHEL, we have looked at a huge cost-cutting effort across the company. And we are looking at a major effort for recovery of old dues wherever we can complete old projects, anything required and how we complete that and get the cash rolling. So the focus in the near future has to be on cash. And it's not just true for capital goods, it's true for every sector.
And finally, what is the update on the solar cell business? We understand that you are taking big strides there.
We are looking as a part of this EOI. We have also asked for expression of interest from people who are in that area. So that's a very big area for the country, and we are looking at it quite seriously.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us today and talking us through all that's happening, on ground, and the attempt to diversify, of course, the supply chain and manufacturing.